What is the Matrix?
The Matrix is a system where illusions appear as reality. During this modern era of humanity, where deception is a hallmark, people are no longer able to distinguish facts from fiction.
How does the Matrix work?
By rewarding conformity and consent to manufactured drama, by creating a context where mass attention is focused on false evidence appearing as real, in other words, fear.
Do we have a chance to free our minds?
Yes, by tuning into Enery4Life.com, the healing frequency to awaken your powers of discernment and deactivate the programming of the thought police. Learn about holistic living, history, spiritual concepts, natural health care, economics, metaphysics, and more. For balance and harmony, tune into Enery4Life.com, where your transformation begins 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are the healing frequency.
Greetings and love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on Enery4Life.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on Enery4Life.com, the healing frequency. And love and guidance, family. I'm Karen Davis-Foulks, host of the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. We're here every Wellness Wednesday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live right here on Enery4Life.com. Thank you for coming aboard the friendship train today, sharing with a friend to come on board, take a seat, because we're on a Harriet Tubman's ride to healthcare freedom. That's right. You know what kind of ride that is. You are in control. But if you don't sit down and do the things you need to do, Take that deep, 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 deep breath. Slow your vibration down some so you can shift out of chronic disease, cure stress. It's time, family. It's the time right now. That's what 2020 is all about. You shifting yourself out of chronic disease, cure stress. And doing what, family? Becoming your own wellness doctor. It's 10/14/2020, October the 14th, 2020. You know, family, I may be live with you today and I may not be live with you today, but I happen to set this show up as the energetic recording conversation that was done earlier today because I have to make a move during the time of the broadcast show. I may not be back in time, so I'm actually setting this show up to share with you, and I may not be with you live, but know that I am listening live with you. I got my device with me and my earphones so I can sit back and listen if I don't make it back in time to join you. So let's take that deep, deep breath. Time to tune into yourself, shifting your vibration so you can honor who you are, energetic being that you are, living here in this physical body on planet Earth, knowing that we are going to go through some changes in the physical body. And it's okay. We are at peace with it because we do not give our power to anyone to become our own wellness doctor. We know what to do. And that's why I'm here today to tell you, family, that situation you see does not have to be your reality. They may want it to be your reality, but I'm here telling you right now that it does not have to be your reality. Yes, family, that's correct. That situation you see does not have to be your reality. It only becomes your reality when you vibe to those frequencies. And I'm telling you that you can create the world that you want to see. Yes, you create the world that you want to see and how you're going to be in this world. And that's why I'm here today to let you know that you should not yield your future, your present moment of now to no one. Do not yield your future or the present moment of now to no one. You are in control of how you think, how you feel, and how you live. And know for certain that it is mind over medicine. Yes, it is. Because they'll put that fear in you, that false education they want you to accept as reality, and most definitely that false evidence that appears so real. And I want you to know that you are in control. And this human body, as it stands here on planet Earth, it does not need a vaccine. It does not need medicine for it to make its adjustments, for it to allow you to be in control from the energetic realm down to the physical realm, and that system that connects us together as one, the breath of life. And that's why you're sitting back and you're taking the deep, deep breaths and you're tuning into yourself. And we wish you to honor the process of Thinkonomics. You know, Thinkonomics is a way of thinking that gives you the opportunity to learn the truth about yourself. That old wonderful, 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 wonderful quote, statement, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And if your mind has been seated in medicine and that medicine rules your life, I'm trying to let you know, I'm in here telling you, you got to rise up from that and be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's why I am most grateful and thankful to Reverend Knight for his divine teachings, and one of the main reasons that encouraged me to become a minister of metaphysics, to share with you the role that you play, the role that you have in supporting the movement of this energetic body and the physical process that we see here on planet Earth. Through positive self-awareness, the individual can change the condition and circumstances in his or her own life. That's what Reverend Ike had to say. And I agree with Reverend Ike 100%. And that's why I say to you, is your life scripted? Is your life scripted? I don't think so, family, unless you are the person that are creating that script. You have choices. You don't have to live in a ball of confusion and worry, panic, giving your life to someone else, the control of your life to someone else. And that's why I say, sit back and take a deep breath every day and tune into yourself. You know the power. You know the power that you have. Don't let nobody take it away from you. Don't let nobody tell you that you have to follow their rules and their regulations for your human body, because that's not true. And that's why I said emancipate yourself from medical mental slavery. Break those chains of mind control and join the self-care revolution. You know, we celebrated the 10th anniversary of Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery, April 30th. And we know that April is Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month. And you hold on to that throughout the 12 months of the year. And you understand that you are the creator of your life. And we know we move on that vibration, the vibration of love. Laws of vibrational energy, LOVE. It's a power that brings my entire life together. Are you going to let it bring yours together too, family? It heals, renews, restores, and empowers you and me with divine energy of life. You know, we got to power it up. You know, we got to keep that battery strong. That human body feels strong. And it got to be strong right now. You have to be love in action for yourself. You have to be love in action for yourself. So therefore you are the master of positive self-expression. You are the master of positive self-expression. You can't get caught up in the things they want you to express about yourself. Just like I told you, living in that fear, you don't want to do that. Because we are here to be givers and receivers of love. We are here to be givers and receivers of love. Laws of vibrational energy. Mastering that frequency. Master that frequency, family and community and friends. Because you are most definitely 100% in charge of things. Reverend Ike told us. He said, you are the master of your thoughts and mind. He said, tell your mind what to think. He said, tell your feelings what to feel. He said, tell your body how to react. Master your mind, master your feelings, master your thoughts. You must tell your human holographic image what to do. That's right. That's right. You must tell your human holographic image what to do. How to act and how to think. You don't care what anybody call it. Insanity or sanity. You make the choices for your own life. You are in control. And that's why we hold on to what Baba Tim Morrow said of common sense herbs. Growing old does not make you sick. It's growing sick that makes us old. Tim Morrow, Common Sense Herbs. Common Sense University. Take yourself to a high level of education, of understanding, and becoming your own wellness doctor. Don't let nobody tell you that you cannot do that. You can do as you will, and will to do the righteous thing for yourself. by stepping up out of the dark ages of disease care, shifting yourself out of chronic disease care stress, taking that deep, 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 deep breath, moving that body, helping the lymphatic system do its job. We are going to have to come to the place where we become conscious of what we are doing to ourselves, to our lives, with our mind, with our thoughts, with our inner conversation. You see, family, it's that inner conversation that moves how your cell life shifts its energy. And you want to be the one that's in control of that energy, because you don't want to give your power to anyone else, because his brother who Mama Dua Malik always says, we are not our own enemy. You are not your own enemy. You must heal and deal with self-love. And that's why we talk about self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth. We talk about self-knowledge, all wrapped up in self-assurance that no one can shift you to give them power over you. You have that power. No one can take it away from you. Why, family? Because no one gave it to you. I'm Dr. Karen, Reverend Dr. Karen Davis-Foulks, and I come to you through this radio broadcast to share with you in this time of COVID maskology and all the confusion that they want you to see, because they're shutting down everything. They're making it hard for you to work. They're making it hard for you to eat. They think they're doing that, but you know better, because you know how to live off the land. Food is your medicine. Yes, it is. Has been and always will be. And yes, we need doctors. We need medicine for that warfare that they create with those guns that they have, trying to take over things around the world, and the person's body becomes injured. That's what medicine is all about. Not for the care of the human body. And that's why you see they're having so much trouble creating a vaccine for this COVID-19 using human beings, human trials. It's showing up. It's showing up. It's failing in real time. And it's supposed to, because that's not the way. That's not the divine way. No, that's not the right perspective. So we don't get the right results. When your perspective is not clear, your behavior becomes inconsistent. And I'm here to let you know that your behavior needs to be consistent. And that's why I say it's important that you learn that one system that they broke up, dissect, clogged up, the lymphatic system. The guardian angel of the immune system is one. And when you cut up your lymph nodes, and when you create that stagnation in your body, to create that pond in your body, all on your own, you the one that have to sit back and realize what you're doing. And if you go to them, and like I say, they start cutting up, taking out your lymph nodes, causing all kinds of problems, shutting down your immune system, saying that a drug can do better than your own immune system, then you create that pond, that stagnation in your body. And as a lymphologist, I'm saying to you, that's not what you want to do. And that's why I invite you to join the group Lymphatic Wellness on Facebook. Get that one book from Dr. Samuel C. West that founded the International Academy of Lymphology, to let us know what they did when they stopped naming medical doctors lymphologists and created oncologists, and now they want cancer to be the #1 disease. Because why? They shut down the lymphatic system. But can they really do that? No. Because as long as you're breathing, you give a spark to that lymphatic system to make you well. I know. I move through the stress of a stroke. I move through the vibration of a stroke as it is named, knowing the signs of lithology and knowing what I must do. And yes, my body is still in a flooded state, but it's not holding me back. I'm making my corrections. I'm doing what I need to do. And I'm saying to you, family, that is what you very well may need to do. So sit back, take your deep breaths. We're going to get ready. We're about 15 minutes into the show. So we're going to sit back, listen to the commercials that's going to tell you about the Nest Health Wellness System. And I want you to join me. How can you become your own wellness doctor? Yes, by doing a Nest Human Body Field Scan and seeing what's going on with the vibrations of your body from the energetic down to the physical realm. I'm offering you the opportunity to have a Nest scan, including the scanning device, for the cost of $150, mailed to you. And guess what, family? You can use that same device and share it with your family. They will have to pay a minimum charge to have their Nest scan done. And if you have your own wellness business, this is how you can step up to quantum health and healing with me. And let's spread this love around the world to become your own wellness doctor and shift out of chronic disease, care, stress. So my commercials, I'm going to share that with you. And then we're going to come right back. And I'm going to share with you some more information from the Enery4Life book on the science of lithology. And we're going to share from that one book, a pamphlet, Life is Consciousness. We're going to continue that. This is part 2. So you might want to go back and listen to last week's show if you haven't. And then add on this show once again. And you become your own wellness doctor. So thank you for joining me today. Sit back, taking your deep breaths, and tuning into yourself. We'll be right back with you momentarily. Thank you so much, family, for tuning in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show with your host, Reverend Dr. Karen Khadijah Abdul-Malik Davis-Foulks. And no, I'm not a medical doctor. Don't have a medical license, and if I had one, I'd be giving it up right now, like most of them already have done. Peace. Be back with you shortly.
All of my sisters and brothers, yeah. Oh yeah. Let's help one another. All of my sisters.
Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com, the number 4, CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation, 202-248-7749. Are you at your wit's end because there seems to be no solution to your healthcare problem? Is it okay for me to say to you that you can have peace of mind? Take back control of your health. Are you experiencing anxiety, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, any fictitious disease. Whatever your symptoms or diagnoses are, there is a conscious solution to transform the cause of your pain, not treat symptoms or mask it. No prescription medication, no over-the-counter drugs, no organs removed are required. Take back control of your health by the renewing of your mind. You can create wellness today. Contact Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, www.celllife.com. Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal healthcare prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified anthologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, forcelllife.com. The number 4, the words cell, CELLLIFE.com. Once again, family, I'm Karen Davis-Foulks, host of the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show, and this is part 2 of the energetic recording for today. I know you sit back, you're taking your deep breaths, you tune into yourself, you're relaxing, and you're listening to that special message that is coming to you from the higher states of consciousness to help you reprogram that information that's inside of the subconscious mind, giving you a new outlook on life and guiding you to where you want to be. Once again, today is the 14th of October 2020, and this is energetically broadcasting show of the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show. And I'm taking a deep breath with you. Hopefully, I can get back from my appointment before the show ends, and I'll come in live to thank you again for joining me today. You heard the commercials about Nest Health Wellness Tools. So come on, schedule yourself for that human body field scan and get that device that you can share with your family and friends and use in your business, your wellness practice for $150. And we can step up to quantum health and healing together and move beyond the man-made mind thinking. That's right. Don't live from a man-made mind consciousness. You are greater than that. You are higher than that. You use those things to support you, but you don't hold on to them. And we're taking our deep breath in this time of COVID-19, and we are shifting our own energy to be better for ourselves. Because you are the creator of your life. You choose how you react and express yourself. Just because the world is in a ball of confusion, do not mean that you have to be also. So look at my definition for COVID-19. I call it COVID maskology. The study of self-inflicted stagnation in the production of cell life and activity. Creating an internal environment of a pond of water that blocks energy flow and cellular intercommunications. Stopping or blocking the release of carbon dioxide from the body into the air, causing the reabsorptions of toxicity. This process of COVID maskology is blocking the common intake of pure oxygen from nature and the natural means of self-surviving as a human being. The goal is to contain the germ, not thinking about the damage done to the human by blocking the proper exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Breathing is the natural mechanism of human life and should not be stagnated by wearing of a mask for daily living. Karen Davis-Foulks. And family and community and friends, I'm so thankful for these individuals that are creating these shield masks that around you can feel the air coming in, you can feel your breathing go out and be able to move beyond the mask so you will not reabsorb that carbon dioxide. And we must use those type of masks if we have to use a mask anywhere in the world today. You don't want to use the mask that totally blocks your nose and your breath, your mouth, where you breathing in that carbon dioxide, because it is a true fact of what the carbon dioxide does to the body, allowing you to create that stagnated pond. And that's why I'm here to say to you today, be your own wellness doctor. Shift out of chronic disease, care, stress. We call it self-love, self-care, self-respect. We call it self-worth with self-honor, with self-love. We want you to have self-assurance in knowing what you're doing. And it's not complicated. The medical field is not complicated. They want to make you think that way, but it is not, for the daily care of your human body. Food is your medicine, but it's all about life. It's a state of consciousness. What are you thinking and what are you holding on to? And what are you doing to your body? You are the one that's doing it. No one else is doing it. You control your thoughts. You control your thinking. You control your consciousness. You control your actions. You control what you put on your body, what you put in your body. And you must become aware of the reality of the true fact that you are the governing factor of this human body. And what are you going to do about it? That's why I love the definition from German New Medicine. When you understand how your body works, you do not fear its function. When you understand how your body works, you do not fear its function. My body put itself in a state of a stroke to allow it to heal itself. It wasn't a stroke to allow me to think, oh, now I'm going to go through all these things and I have no control and look where I'm at now. No, it's going on 3 years. I still may have that stagnated pond throughout the body, but I can make those shifts. I can make those changes. The human body needs sleep, rest, and water for its functions to be balanced throughout every system. Brain health is not a standalone function. It depends on the functions of all other organs. Each human has the God-given power to maintain the power that every cell needs to function at its optimum. Remember the formula from Dr. Samuel C. West. Oxygen plus pumps equals electricity equals power. That tells you that you are an energetic, vibrating being, and you control the power outlet. How strong is the power that you're giving to each cell, and what is going on with your body is your responsibility. You see, when this is not done on a regular basis, the human body will let you know. Its functions will not be whole, and the individual will appear out of sync with itself and its true state of consciousness. During this year of 2020, changes and shifts, please remember to sleep, rest, drink water, take deep breath, lengthicize, use the healing arts. All of them work in conjunction to support the body and feed the cells with proper nutrition. Relax like we're doing right now, relaxing and thinking and taking deep breaths throughout the day. Every minute of the day, when you feel like you're going through something, you got to sit back and take your deep breaths. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the lymphatic system, and then I'm going to go into the Enery4Life book or the Life is Consciousness book. I have to keep my mind on the time. I also want to say I did sit back and listen to the first recording, and there was a pause in there of silence. And as I heard the re-recorded talk, Energy said to me, we moved you up to a higher level for a moment because we had something to give you, to put inside of you, to sink down into your subconscious mind to help you move forward. So I want to thank my father, Charles E. Davis, for pulling me up and giving me some information to help me move along. And I'm telling you, family, when you keep being still and set back, those thoughts will come to you. The truth of those thoughts will come to you. So don't you challenge those thoughts that are leading you into a new direction of thought, of consciousness, for you to make these shifts easy in your life. Your family is talking to you. That's your energetic family. And that's why we are energetically speaking right now as we sit back and tune into ourself so we can hear those vibrations from ourselves and from our loved ones as they share with us how to move forward. Remember, you are in control. You are. Then that situation you see does not have to be your reality. Because truly it is mind over matter, and you create the world that you want to see. So continue to sit back and take your deep breaths while I continue to share with you, and hopefully I have made it back in time to close out the show live. If not, I'll see you next week. And remember to visit Enery4Life.com/P/Karen Davis-Foulks, Foulks. Step up to quantum health and healing. Remember that you can get that scan for $150. You'll see a different price out there when you go to that website, but know that I offer you that as a person that's been in bioenergetics wellness for over 20 years. You are the key to all of this. And when you know the science of lithology, cellular ecology, and truly understanding that, you know how to care for this human body when it goes through its changes and its shifts. I'm going to share with you quickly from Dr. Christine. She is another Western doctor that has stepped up to energetic functions, and she shares information on the lymphatic system. Not many of your doctors, even your functional doctors, are telling you about the lymphatic system because it puts you in control of everything. And I'm sharing with you, when you get that book by the founder, the creator of letting people know about the lymphatic system, Dr. Samuel C. West, when you get that original book from him, not taking anything away from his son that is doing things on his own, that was there with his father from the beginning. Everything that he has to offer you is above board, and more information has come out, and he is doing a great job of carrying on the legacy of his father, Dr. Samuel C. West. And that's why I like to thank Stephen West for what he is doing out in the community, supporting that information. So this is what Dr. Christine has to say. And I just pulled out some excerpts from her work, because it matches what I do as a lymphologist. She says, if we can address lymphatic stagnation and toxicity, we empower our body's innate healing abilities. Your lymphatic system plays an enormous part of the body detoxification effort, and I feel it's one of the most overlooked systems in the body because they don't talk about it. They just talk about the immune system and your lymph nodes are full and we got to cut it out. We're thankful that our lymph nodes are full because it's holding and trapping that stuff in and releasing it in a time manner that the body can process it. It's a vast and complex network of vessels, nodes, glands, and organs, and its job is to deliver nourishment to the cells while removing waste and also activating and playing a critical and vital role in our immune system. Once again, the lymphatic system is a vast and complex network of vessels, nodes, glands, and organs, and its job is to deliver nourishment to the cells while removing waste and also activating and playing a critical and vital role in our immune system. Modern living leads to many of us having lymph stagnation and congestion, and it can lead to increased toxicity in the body, overwhelming the liver and weakening our immune system. Here are some signs and symptoms of lymphatic congestion. Can show up as brain fog, headaches, migraines, insomnia, depression, chronic sinus issues, allergies, acne, skin condition, constipation, bloating, and weight gain, and cellulite, pain in the body, and so much, much more. It's about lymphatic congestion. And that's why we tell you here on the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show, take those deep, deep breaths, lengthicize on a trampoline, and support the lymphatic system. The long-term consequences of a congested lymphatic system can also weaken the immune system and lead to autoimmunity, chronic diseases, or worse, like the stroke that I experienced. Even being a lymphologist, knowing about all of this, things settled in so quickly that it happened. But because of who I am, how I have taken care of my body, my states of consciousness, it didn't take me out. It didn't stop me from having movement in arms and legs and doing what I need to do like most stroke victims have. I'm blessed and I'm thankful for where I am in my state of consciousness. There are hundreds and hundreds of lymph nodes in your body that constantly monitor and filter out toxins, waste, and pathogens. Oh yes, pathogens. And your lymphatic system is approximately twice the size of the blood circulation system. Remember that. And manages almost double the volume of fluid daily. You have more lymphatic vessels in your body than you have blood vessels in your body. And there is a reason for that. The purification system, the lymphatic system. The role of the newly discovered lymphatic system in your brain, known as the GLYMPHATIC, the lymphatic system. We always say that you have lymphatic vessels from the head to the toe, and they want to act like they just realized this system almost, 7 years ago? No. The tonsils is one of the organs that's part of the lymphatic system. It goes all the way down to the, what do you call that at the end? That, can't think of the name right now, but it should come to me before I get through. All the way down to the middle, to the bottom. What is that organ that holds on to a lot of the lymphatic vessels inside of it that purifies itself? Come on, come back to me, come back to me, come back to me! I better wait. It'll come back to me. What I'm trying to think of, the end of the lymphatic system. But once again, step-by-step education covering the role of your lymphatic plays in healing from chronic diseases, prevention of diseases. The mechanism of your lymphatics extracellular matrix is very important to how the body heals itself. And once again, that's why I invite you to join the group on Facebook, Lymphatic Cellular Wellness. And when you work with me and I work with you, I share with you from the science of lymphology, teaching cellular ecology, to push you in control of your own wellness as we work together. I offer you the tools so you can see what's going on with your body energetically and on the physical level. And you can determine the route that you want to take that's best for your body. And I pray that you do not choose medication and vaccines. It's only a temporary fix, and we should know that from history. How to move your lymph system. You do it by dry brushing, manual pumping. The exercise that you want to do is lymphosizing. Exercising does not move the lymphatic system. It's through the vertical movement of up and down on the trampoline, we call it lymphosizing, that supports the lymphatic system. And of course, breath work, breathing, many different breath techniques to help your body. And that's what's powering me and my system to move forward from the stroke that I experienced because of the stagnation and the blockages that was in my body and in my mind. And I self-corrected those things. Lymphatic congestion is one of the most pervasive and subtle causes of all diseases. Yes, it is. Your body has a built-in detoxification system, and it's known as the lymphatic system. And don't let them cut it up, cognate your lymph nodes with drugs so your body cannot purify itself. Detoxification system. That's why it's not so much important to go on a detoxification diet, but build up your body. Don't feed it the foods that cause it to be stagnated. Don't feed it the thoughts that cause it to be stagnated. Don't stagnate yourself by holding your breath in times of stress and anxiety. Breathe your way through it as we are doing now. Breathe your way through it. You see, detoxification is a 24/7 exercise that happens naturally via your lymphatic system, unless you have lymphatic congestion, and we know what to do about that. That's what we're receiving information on daily. Is what I'm giving myself, I'm giving to you as a doctor of lymphology, teaching cellular ecology. You see, it has been described as the distribution network of the immune system, working tirelessly to fight bacteria, toxins, viruses, and the removal of waste. And yes, I have to continue moving things through the body. I have to continue to move things and free up. And I'm blessed and I'm thankful that I can still see my knees after 3 years. I'm still congested, but I also see improvement. I don't see the build up around my ankles. My feet are not swollen anymore. Yeah, the arms are still, the tissues are stressed and the water's still there and the arms look that way it look, my mid look the way it look, but I know I'm making changes and I'm moving forward. It also has the additional duty of absorbing fatty acid and fats for nutrition. So it's a huge player in your overall health, working together with the liver and the bowel system. Don't let them cut your organs out, family. You need them for the purification of the body. When those things get clogged up, you have to unclog them. And you do it through deep breathing. You do it through lymphocyzing. You change your diet from the standard American dead diet to going back to eating more fruits and vegetables, staying away from processed foods, taking those deep breaths and relaxing. Because I'm here to tell you, one thing for certain and two things for sure. If this hidden system stopped working, you would die within 24 to 48 hours. And I felt that happening to me just before I had the stroke. I knew what it was, even though I was homeless, living in my car, didn't have the support of friends and family because of the illusion of it's not what it looked like was played in my life. I know my strengths. I know who I am. I know the truth. I know my parents, my father, Charles E. Davis, my mother, Shirley R. Davis Hardy, taught me, and they said to me, know your own strength. Trust yourself. Don't let no one tell you anything over you, including them. They may go astray. They may go wrong. But we're raising you the right way to trust yourself. And then I was that energetic child anyway that was always connected to energy that could read what anybody was saying to me. And now with this stroke, I hear you even clear from the energetic realm of what your cells are saying. And I'm telling you, you can do the same thing too. You can sit back and listen to yourself and tune into yourself. The lymphatic system is the most powerful system in the body, and they don't want you to know that. But I'm here to tell you that it is, and don't give your power to them anymore to take over your life. May you breathe without restriction. Take the mask off. It is making your cells work harder to sustain a purified body environment. We are the masters of our fate and faith. We are the captains and creators of our life and journey. The moment you change your perception and your actions is the second that you change your chemistry and realign your human body field. I am a bioenergetic being bound to create cellular malfunctions in the human body. However, I am not a victim to my human body's functions or to the air, oxygen I breathe in. Schedule yourself for that human body field scan. 150 include the scanning device and access to the Nest Health portal to read your scan, share it with your health professionals, and become your own wellness doctor. I'm talking about self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-knowledge, self-worth, all wrapped in self-assurance as you make conscious self-healthcare moves. Mental observation is essential for self-success. That's why we sit back every Wednesday and tune into ourselves and take those deep, deep breaths and pay attention to what we are doing. Thank you for coming to dance with me, taking deep breaths with me throughout the week. So anytime, from anywhere in the world, you can have your scan in the comfort of your home. We have been doing telemedicine for years with the Nest Health Wellness System. And yes, your pets have a field, and we can scan those too. Your pets, because they are part of you, because y'all are so closely connected, and you can see what's going on. So give me a call, 202-248-7749, 202-248-7749. I'm always there. If you get a recorded message saying that I am not able to answer that phone, don't believe it. Keep trying to reach out to me. I'm here and I'm ready for you. The email, DDAVISFOULKS, DDavisFoulks@gmail.com. I am always responding. If you do not get a response from me, I did not get the message. Keep trying to reach me, family, because I'm here and I'm available to assist you with shifting out of chronic disease, care, stress, emancipating yourself from medical mental slavery, becoming your own wellness doctor is the key, and you can do that. Sitting back and taking that deep breath, feeling good. I felt a lightness just now. Somebody is thanking me energetically for understanding and knowing and sharing my truth with you. And whoever you are that's coming to me, that energetic being at this particular time, I thank you, I honor you, and I feel your energy, and I feel blessed. I feel blessed, and I'm able to sit back, even talking with you, and feel that energy. That's why I tell some people all the time, they're talking about getting into a meditative state, making that an actual activity. I'm in a meditative state 24/7. Always having my channels open to hear that information coming to me, and you can too. Taking that deep breath. So what are you doing this week? Are you exercising? Are you on that trampoline while you're listening to me? Are you sitting back, massaging your hands, your feet, your ears, your head, your face? What are you doing? What healing arts are you applying right now? Because all of them have its place. All of them can work. And that is the true medicine that we need to be using. So setting back on this 10/14/2020 day, and before I get into this book, I've always said that the winter months should be months where kids are out of school. With all this pandemic going on, and then they're trying to find a way to get kids back in school, just in the midst of what they're saying will be the worst time of the second phase of this so-called what's going on in this winter month, where kids are running noses and having all kinds of issues while their immune lymphatic system is trying to free themselves up from congestion, and the parents are trying to shut it down with cough syrup and all the other stuff. Let your kids breathe, release all that toxicity from their body. Don't rush them back to school. Yes, they want to be around their friends. Yes, they want activity, but right now they can stay home, heal themselves, study and learn, and play outside in the fresh air, the crispness of the winter months. Don't rush them back into school. Don't do that to them. Take this opportunity to allow your children to build up their immune system, their lymphatic system, and teaching them about deep, deep breathing and relaxing. So we are 27, 29, 30 minutes into the show. I'm going to sit back and share with you, because you heard the commercials. You keep hearing me talking about the Nest Health Wellness System. What do we test for with that system? This is from the Enery4Life book, How to Charge Your Body Battery and Optimize Your Control System by Harry Massey, co-founder of Nest Health Wellness System. Again, you can download this book on my website, the number 4, CELLLIFE.com. You can also go to the energetic page, Enery4Life.com /P/Karen Davis-Foulks. FOULKS. Download this book, read this book, and become your own wellness doctor. What do we test for with the Nest Health Wellness System? He says, for me, the holistic nature of our assessment is what makes it so empowering. For starters, we don't just look at someone as an individual, but also as part of a greater whole. A person's environment has tremendous impact on their health and well-being. This interaction of someone with their environment isn't just about the quality of the air they breathe or the food they eat, and it's not just about the energy exchange, as he described earlier. The earth produces its own massive fields that interact with our fields, because these are so much grander than one personal field. We have to make sure we are in alignment with them, or they can throw off everything else in the body. That's why we test for this alignment. We also test the body's field polarity, as it's meant to keep a slightly negative charge, something we can help maintain also with grounding. We then test for the strength of the overall body field. Its power is needed as the fuel to send information through the body. Once again, we test for the strength of the overall body field. Its power is needed as the fuel to send information through the body. And of course, we check whether the information is flowing properly. That's why it's energy plus information equals power. There are two types of information flow that we check every day. Maintenance operations, everything needed to run the body related to the meridians of traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, and healing or correction operations related to something called divergent meridians of the TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. Again, these are not the same concepts as those shown in TCM, but our research was inspired and somewhat guided by these ancient ideas. We also test for a variety of nutritional and environmental items, accessing the relationship of nutrition and metabolism. I know I pronounced that word wrong, but my mouth was filled. And heavy metals and architectural sprays and much more to the body field. As with our tests related to organs and cells, these are not making a physical assessment. That's why I have that other tool to do that. Even though we read from the human body field down to the physical level, these are not making a physical assessment. A test results indicating mercury, for example, does not and cannot tell us about specific mercury exposure, but about the aspect of the field that matches to mercury. We see that it needs support. This may or may not be because of mercury exposure, either past or present, but like with the rest of our testing, it's surprising how often people connect what the scan is saying to something that's going on in their lives. So I not only offer you the Nest Quantum Health and Healing Test of the human body field, but I also offer you something that the doctors use to test with. I have another system that you must be presently with me, and I'm going to be beginning to share that information with you starting on next week's show. that particular test that I can do, that system that I was not supposed to get, but somebody put it out there that Karen was acting like a Western medicine doctor. One of the salespeople contacted me. I always wanted that particular system, so I put out over $11,000 to get that system, and it was used against me. But I tell you, it will be for me. Now that I haven't, I offer you a self-diagnosis with that system, so you can see what's going on with the actual activity of your cell life based on the autoimmune system. I will be able to give you that information about the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. I will be able to tell you what's going on with your arteries. I will be able to tell you your stress level in the body. A lot of people said, I'm not stressed, I'm dealing with things well, but this system will show you the truth. Yes, we will be using that system in the future, coming very, very soon. You must be with me in person, but I'm also willing to travel to come to you. So with the two systems, you would definitely become your own wellness doctor, because it's all about self-gnosis and aligning yourself with the truth of the way you think, the way you act, and the way you feel. I'll be sharing with you more next week from the Energetically for Life book by Nest Health Wellness. But right now, family, community, and friends, as you sit back taking your deep, deep breaths with me as I am with you, I'm so thankful for Energetically Speaking recorded part of the shows now. So if I have to leave out, I don't have to just go back to simply have Jamal playing a old recorded show, which is always still good. It's new information. But Energetically Speaking to you, I can do these recordings, and he'll be playing it live right there at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. I'm on EnerLightRadio.com. Wellness Wednesday, and carry that wellness throughout the week, knowing that you are your own wellness doctor, and remembering, emancipate yourself from medical mental slavery, and knowing that April is Conscious Self Healthcare and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness, and April 30 always celebrated as Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day. And coming up soon, we're going to tell you who we honored this year to receive those awards that we give out during that time. It's almost the end of the year, and we know who we want to honor. And I will be sharing that with you soon. Life is a state of conscious, family. Life is a state of consciousness. And I get this from the book, the pamphlet by Enery4Life. Life is a state of consciousness. I'm back sharing with you. We left off last week. No permanent good can come to you unless you shift your state of consciousness. And so, as we continue on page 11, the movies came to the big city first, and finally arrived in a remote mining camp in the Rockies. The picture was announced, and the tent was put up. The residents had never been to a movie. The tent was packed with cowboys and miners, and at a given moment during the showing of the blood-curdling melodrama, the villain began to choke the heroine. A cowboy in the front row pulled out his gun and fired 6 shots into the villain. Everyone laughed, because in those days a gunshot didn't mean much. There were only a few bullet holes in the screen, and of course the picture went on as scheduled. So why do we laugh at the cowboy? Think about it. Why do we laugh at the cowboy? You all laughed, you know. What should we have done? What should we have done, family? Think about it. Think about it in terms of your life. Instead of firing at the screen, he should have turned around and fired into the projector. That would have stopped the picture. Changing your subconscious thinking. Too often you try to change outer things instead of changing the inner. Too often you try to change the outer things instead of changing the inner. You are firing at the screen instead of the projector. So nothing happens. But when you start to change your consciousness, you firing at the projector. And then things happen. If you don't like the picture on the screen, family, if you do not like the picture on the screen of your life, change the reel. You're the only one that has the power to do this. If you don't like the picture you are seeing and you would like to see some other, you wouldn't get a cloth and try to rub it off. And as if from a blackboard, you would take out that reel. You would take out that reel and put in the reel you want. We're talking about changing what's buried in your subconscious thinking. You can change that reel that's playing in that subconscious mind. You can create something new to play out in the conscious mind of your daily living. I'm telling you, you can do it. Watch your actions. Watch your thinking. Watch what you're doing. And when you see that you are playing that same old reel that's getting you nowhere, you must shift your state of consciousness. You change that reel in your subconscious mind. You make that a part of the truth of the way you're living right now. You can do it. I'm here to tell you, I do it every day. The scientific way to approach life, if you do not like the picture you are getting, is to change the reel. If you do not like the picture that you are seeing, you have to remember that that situation you see does not have to be your reality. You create the world you want to see. It is mind over medicine. And yield your future to no one. I'm telling you right now. Enery4Life says, how do we change the real? By rising in consciousness. Rising in consciousness. Rising in consciousness. The only real healers. The only real healers are practical ones. I have met a few healers. I have met people who told me just how healing should be done. They understood the theory. They knew how it should be done, but could not do it. They were purely theoretically. The way to meet a problem is to rise or to raise your consciousness. If you do, the problem disappears. In that good book, the Bible, the valleys always stand for trouble, sin, and limitation. The mount for uplifting thought and prayer for understanding. We must go up into the mount. We must raise our consciousness. Most people who have a problem concentrate on the problem. They take it to bed with them, stay awake all night, thinking it over. Let go of the problem. Let go of the problem. Karen don't focus on the stress as a problem. She's thankful that her body was talking to her and she know what to do and she is doing it. That's why she has this movement, even though she feel like a balloon sometimes. She's moving and shifting her states of consciousness daily. So I say to you, rise above it in consciousness. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, rise above it in consciousness. How can you do this? Go up quickly in a flash if you can. But you cannot always do it that way. You will find that by reading some motivational information, it could be the Bible, it could be one of my books, it could be one of your books, somebody else's book, a statement, listening to something, or some available spiritual book, or a unity publication like this one from Enery4Life, Life is a State of Consciousness, or by repeating some favorite hymn, or not only just a favorite hymn, but a positive statement. Your consciousness will rise. You just want to maintain it. If a diver goes to the bottom of the sea, he wears lead shoes. But if he wants to come up to the surface of the water quickly, he kicks off the lead shoes. When he rises rapidly, when we rise in consciousness, we kick off our shoes, and then we begin to be healed, or the pattern or the patient begins to be healed. But you have to heal the consciousness. Yes, family, you have to heal the consciousness. There is no other way. The great key to consciousness lies in the Word, which Unity has been teaching. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was God. All things come into being through Him, and without Him, no one thing came into being. You are the God in you. You are the Goddess in you. You control those things. Don't give that power to anyone else. I'm here to tell you, don't give your power away to anyone. Thank you for tuning in today, sharing this broadcast with a friend, sitting back on the YouTube channel K Davis F, listening to other shows. When you're feeling depressed, when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling lonely, when you feel like your life can't go on the way you want, because we are in these changing times where we can shift our patterns, we can create new ways in our life. Give that power to no one, family. Be grateful of what's going on. There's a shift that's in the world right now that puts you in charge. The only grasp they have had on you throughout your entire life is them telling you that doctors know more about your body than you do, and you must follow what they say and how they interpret their readings. There are places you can go to now to have blood tests done, and the truth will come back to you, and you will be able to understand it. But one thing for sure, that when you have a human body field scan, and the way that scan is interpreted for you to be able to see and understand and recognize what's going on energetic with you, you will see how to correct the physical of the body, knowing that the breath plays a major role in that, your lymphatic system. Thank you for joining me. I'm Karen Davis-Foulks. I'm known as Reverend Dr. Karen Davis-Foulks. I'm also known as Karen Davis-Foulks, and Khadijah Abdul Malik in the community. And I have this one message for you, family, to step up to quantum health and healing and tune into yourself. So hold on. Change is coming. And that change comes through you. You shifting your energy, you stepping up to quantum health and healing, and you becoming your own wellness doctor. I leave you now with the song, Hold On. Change is coming because you are creating that change from Sounds of Blackness. Thank you so much, family. Thank you so much, family, for sharing this information. Stepping up out of the dark ages of healthcare, and not let anyone telling you, don't be your own wellness doctor. You better listen to the medical doctors. They are there for a job. They are there not to make you well when they offer you only drugs and surgery, the removal of organs. And now they're pushing vaccines like that is the ultimate answer to everything. But they're in human trials, and look what's going on. They cannot hide the truth that there will be side effects, that you will make your life worse by waiting for a vaccine to correct the excursions of your waste in your body. They want to tell you that you are polluting the air and you are putting other people at risk to stay 6 feet apart. Wash your hands, which you was taught as a child. Don't put your hands in your face, you was taught as a child. You know what to do. So I say to you, become your own wellness doctor. Support yourself, and you don't have to put anything on anybody else. Thank you for taking the time to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your own wellness plan. Thank you for stepping up out of the dark ages of disease care and emancipating yourself from medical mental slavery. Once again, I'm Karen Davis-Foulks, founder of the Arc of Self-Healing and Self-Help, health education for longevity and peace. Peace, family. See you next week. And take those deep, 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 deep breaths. And lymphocyze through the week.
Can't let nothing stop us now. Going through some way, somehow. We are gonna make it on through. Bust it.
Wake up. Yeah.
Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show right here on Enery Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, ConsciousSelfCare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self Healthcare Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-healthcare. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.